So we'll make a jumper wiring harness for that. And it's, I think it's really self-explanatory here. Now, none of that has anything to do with the, turn signals. So I'm gonna have to adjust that right there. So there, I have a relay box that I can put back here, and let's see if it's gonna fit. I'll use it if it'll fit. I don't want to use it if it won't fit. Okay, here's the dash I was talking about. It is, let me get around here. It's got a wrinkle finish to it, and I think it really turned out okay. The other one looks a lot better, but this one, somebody has taken out the notches here, so the ignition switch is just gonna turn. I'm not gonna wait for the other one to drive though. I'm just gonna hook up the ignition switch and we're gonna get going on it. So this is what it'll look like. I've got to figure out a solution for ignition switch here. Here is the relay box I was talking about. And so I planned on putting this, I was going to make the, I was going to take this out, remove this, and I was going to make this, put the flasher relay in here. I was going to make this a starter relay. I'm sorry, high beam, low beam, starter relay, left-hand turn signal, right-hand turn signal. And it's a waterproof enclosure. And so I would like to install it down under here. And I'm going to say that it will fit if I take out that starter relay. So this box occupies, measuring from here to the front of this, well, it's about 3 inches really. So and it would be based upon that, I would attach it to this case right here. I'm not the case, this little plate right here. So it looks like it'd stick out right to here. And I'm going to take that little it's a pain to get it on and off. And Okay, so it looks like the battery box, this relay box, let me move this cable. So I would like this relay box to fit comfortably back here. So yes, I have to adjust it a little bit. I need to cut these tabs off. That'll make it so much better. Well, not really, I guess. Yeah, this box is just not going to work. I mean, it's just so. So what I can do is I can make a relay. That's what I'm going to do. I'll make a relay back here. And I'll just make it so that the relays are stacked up back here. That'll give it plenty of room. I think I've got attachments too. So I think we'll just stick with doing these, and we'll just line these up in the back, and we will, that's going to make it a lot easier. So instead of me using this relay box, because it's just not going to work. It's really just too big. And if it were like an inch smaller, but it really could not even be an inch smaller and still work. So I'm going to build a little bracket back here. It'll attach to this plate, and it will just hold up the relays, just like this. And let's see how much room we have. We got plenty of room, because even if they're right here, yeah, they'll actually be even behind the battery. So I think we're good to go on that. So we already have 2 holes there. So the 2 holes are 25 millimeters. So that would attach there. So it needs to stay within here. Yeah, I think it'll work. It is. Okay. I will build like a little bracket, and we'll just hang the relay solution back here. I think Greg Bender does it just like that too, to be honest. So I guess stand by. Let me get something. Okay, welcome back, and we are actually going to do the wiring now. I have a couple of things of housekeeping to do though. We actually just temporarily connected a lead here, so. I'm going to make it permanent, and I'm going to put a boot over top of it as well. And it is, and we have to put the ground on. And again, I have to put a boot on as well. The ground I'm going to attach right here. And the power lead, I'm just going to keep it bare right now. So first thing to do is to take off the starter. It makes life easier, and it makes it super easy because I've got to actually put a connecting. I need to put a connection on the other side, so it's easier for me to do this. And I do have the wiring diagram, so we are set to go. And I have everything kind of laid out. So I guess we are looking pretty good. It would be nice if we actually got to start this bike in about an hour. And that's with the carbs not even being set, so. It is, and I'm going to be crimping on fittings too. The battery's not hooked up either, so. We have the, so the first connection that we need to change is this top one. I need to get a screwdriver for that. Okay, so we're going to take off this ground. I'm going to put a connector on it. I'm going to put, I think I have the correct screws for it. And I'm going to take off this connector for the battery as well. And I have a boot for that as well. So. That is probably a better view. So I'm going to strip the wire. And I have connectors here for I have connectors for the ring connectors. So I'm going to crimp on a ring connector. The first thing I'm doing is I'm just putting a piece of heat shrink on it so I can shove this up and kind of like hopefully cover up the connection. And so let's get the proper size ring. Let me make sure this